Needs. I'm Big Red, getting you and your business back to the black. I want to talk about something today, everybody, that is something that plagues all people on some level. And at the same time, I'm going to give you um, the one big thing, the one big way to alleviate or relieve this stress or this anxiety. Mental health is a real thing. Now, we're not talking about necessarily mental health as far as um, going in depth with it today, as far as touching on it. I'm not a psychologist um, by any means. However, just from coaching for as long as I have and being in the spaces and places and rooms that I've been in, we're dealing with upper level thinking and just a higher level of achievement when it comes to reaching your goals and your dreams. Now, as a human being, we all get anxiety. And what is anxiety? Anxiety is just the anticipation of future pain. That's really what it is. And once you understand that and you really get it and you really grasp that ideal, if you're constantly, continuously worrying about things that could go wrong, will go wrong, or possibly, I'm just, you're worried all the time about things that you have no control over. Please understand. I understand. I get it. However, there's one way. Well, this is one way. There are other ways, but the major key to this, to relieving this stress, relieving this anxiety that you feel, of this pain that could possibly come or possibly not, is taking action. If you take any action towards a problem or just putting in the work, whether it be self work, maybe seeking a therapist, maybe going to the gym, maybe getting your diet in order, maybe speaking to someone and just letting those negative thoughts and the way of thinking out, just speaking it out and getting it out of your system. These are all ways to do that, but the major one is taking action. Most people sit on an ideal until they start to worry about the outcomes that are the negative ones, not thinking about winning necessarily, but thinking about the possibility of losses and the pain that comes with it. That's most people, including myself. I have moments of that. And then I catch myself and I'm like, why am I thinking that way? Everything is going to work. Something is going to go awry. However, if I've planned for it and I'm continuing to put in the work, there's going to be ups and downs in your successes and your lows and your losses. So please, if you know this from the beginning, you know this from the jump, then what is keeping you from putting in the work? We have become so complacent and everything is made for convenience now. The complaining about people who are in the service industry is hilarious. Quick side note, if you order food from any restaurant or it's delivered to you and it's on time, it's hot, and the food is good or up to your standard of good, what are you complaining about? And you don't tip? Something's wrong with you. If you don't have enough money for a tip, then you probably shouldn't be ordering DoorDash. You probably shouldn't be using any of the Uber Eats, whatever, any of these delivery services. I'm just saying. We've gotten so complacent and everything is built for convenience. And there are people who are out here saying that this needs to be even more convenient. You need to seek out adversity in your own life. It builds up the calluses and strengthens you in ways mentally, emotionally, psychologically, physically, that prepares you for really, really bad outcomes or negative outcomes and things that you're not planning for. Keep your mind sharp, keep your body sharp, keep, like there are certain things that need to be taken care of, and you need to put yourself in places where things are not as easy. If you're too busy trying to take the easy route on every single thing that you're trying to accomplish, like if you're like we're talking about serious goals, the stresses of that alone can weigh someone down to where it really tests whether or not you truly want it. And that pursuit of that is in itself adversity on a very high level. Especially if it's something that you're really passionate about, you're really serious about, and this is something that you truly, truly claim that you want. Even if you don't speak it to anyone else and you're claiming it and you're saying it out loud to yourself, are you pushing yourself in spaces and places where everything is convenient and fairly easy? Take the hard route, the harder route, the route that's going to challenge you, the route that's going to push you. So when it comes to your anxiety, if you're constantly working and something is bothering you, it's sitting on your mind, at what point will it break? Because it happens. It happens to people every single day, every second of the day. Someone is mentally broken. You've heard the term bend, don't break, but most people break. They've had enough. They can't do it anymore. You have to take action steps towards whatever this goal is, whatever this destination is that you deem is the place of purpose over your pleasures. So that also means you need to make some sacrifices. So if you're not sacrificing anything, please understand it's going to be a much longer, much more treacherous path to take because you're not pushing yourself in any way to get better. I want you to really grasp that and understand that. If you're pushing yourself in places where everything is easy, you're making it harder. It's setting you up for more success further down the line, more long-term goals than, let's say, your short-term goals. Because you will be mentally, physically, emotionally ready for whatever comes. So, let's just sum this up. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Let's just sum this up really quickly. Whatever you're going through in your life, your business, your job, your career, with your family, your friends, whatever issues are coming up, if you do not acknowledge them, that's one thing. But if you don't take action behind that, after you've acknowledged what the problem is, it's going to be a really, really big problem. And in a lot of ways, you won't be able to dig yourself out of it. You need to speak on what needs to be spoken upon so that you can actually relieve some of the stress, take some of that weight off of your shoulders to get to where you're trying to go. You want to lose 10 pounds? You want to lose 50 pounds? What sacrifices are you making along the way that are going to get you there? What's going to actually help you in the long term as well as the short term? And what's the hardest path to get there? Now, we all heard the term work smarter, not harder. No, you need to do both. Both need to take place for real success. Both. It's not one over the other. There's no comparison. Comparison will ruin anything. Quit comparing yourself to others. Quit comparing yourself to other businesses. Quit comparing yourself to other employees. Quit comparing yourself to anything outside of you. If you want to compare yourself to where you were a year prior, 2 years prior. If you're continuing to grow and get better and better and improve, there's actual growth taking place. You're winning. That is success. Overcoming the adversities that come your way and handling them with some integrity and some honor. Honor yourself by doing the right thing. Put yourself in position to actually win. So the next time you're worrying about something outside of your control, understand, me speaking on it, I'm acknowledging it. However, I'm not going to dwell on it, because if I sit with it too long, it starts to calcify. It gets harder. That thought becomes an idea. That idea becomes a problem. However, if it's something you do have control over, which is you should have control over you. Take action towards the problem. If it doesn't work, that's okay. You need to fail faster. If it doesn't work, try something else. If it doesn't work, try something else. If it does not work, try something else. But each one of those problems, there should be some action towards it. This will relieve most of the anxieties that most people have. Most people sit with it, becomes a problem, and then they develop more issues because they're stressing and worrying about it. I know this message will help somebody. I know it will help you. I want you to think about it in those terms. For every problem that you have, you need to take action towards it. You're having issues with car payment. Maybe you need to get another part. Maybe you need to get a part-time job. You're having issues with your stresses that you're dealing with on a daily basis. Maybe you're dealing with stresses around the situations with your children. Maybe you're dealing with stresses around friends, that maybe there's some difficult conversations that need to happen. Understand, each one of these things can be relieved once you take action towards it. You have to take action towards it. That's all I got today, my friends, but understand, you have to take action towards these issues before they become real problems, heavier problems. Love you all. Talk soon. This is Big Red Leads. Like, share, definitely subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.